Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video, you guys know pretty much I like to keep my channel very diverse, very different. I don't like to stick to just one topic, okay? So today we're going to be talking about vaginal health. If this is not something that interests you, if this grosses you out, which as a woman it should not gross you out, but if it grosses you out or whatever the case may be, please click off the video. This is just a conversation that I really want to have with my ladies, you know, just like a girl to girl genuine conversation, because as women we all go through things like this. And I don't feel like it's as talked about enough because some people may be embarrassed or I don't know, just don't want to really bring it up, but these are real world problems, okay? So anyways, like I said, this is a little quote unquote disclaimer. If this is not your type of style of video, please click off. I'll give you a minute to do that and then we'll wrap up and get into the video, okay? Alright, so if you're still here, that must means that you would like this information and you want to have this little chit chat with me. So let's get started. All right, so I've been using this product. First of all, let's clear this up. This is not sponsored. I was not sent this product. I'm not getting paid to talk about this product. None of that, nothing, okay? This is just something that I genuinely did my research on and I purchased myself with my own money. I felt like it would be a good thing for me to share my experience with everyone else and maybe just help someone, because I know that I'm not the only one that go through things. As women, like I said, we go through a lot of problems, okay? Men have it a little bit easier, not saying they don't have problems either, but they have it a little bit easier. But with us, we just go through the storm, honey. Okay? So anyways, I was just on the internet and in my mentions on YouTube, you know, sometimes they'll mention different things. I had seen something about like clearing up like yeast infections and BV and just having a healthy pH balance and just staying fresh and clean down there. And I was looking at ways on doing that naturally, which, guys, we've always learned that your vagina is a self-cleaning mechanism. You do not need to put anything in there. You do not need to use any of these frilly washes or anything like that. We've always learned that, and I've always stuck to that too. I've never used any of the scented washes. I've never douched or anything like that, because douching is terrible, ladies, okay? I'm not a doctor or anything like that. Do as you please, because I know a lot of people who do it every day. Douching is like giving your vagina a cigarette, okay? It's really bad. When you douche, you really get out that good bacteria and you just dry up your insides. So I would not recommend that, but again, do as you please, okay? So upon looking up, like I said, I was looking for just natural ways to do things, you know, and I just always had this in my mind, like, okay, I don't need this, because like I said, it cleans itself. You don't need to put anything in it. Leave it alone. Let it do its own thing. Let it do its own thing. But I did come across some videos, and also I went looking all throughout the internet, just natural ways to keep a healthy pH and a healthy vagina. So what I kept seeing was, let me show you guys, was these pills, and there are a lot of videos on these pills, okay? So it's called Boric Life. So these get inserted in the vagina. These do not get taken orally. Please do not take these orally, okay? So I was looking at them, I was like, oh my god, you know, that's not gonna work. I've seen other things for the vagina that you insert in, like this is or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that ain't gonna do nothing, make my cum stink, because you know, like when you use those frilly washes and things like that, it really does make your stuff stink. Like I talk to my gynecologist and I go to her regularly and we talk about things like that all the time. It's just not good for you. So I was like, oh, that's not gonna work. But I actually seen a lot of reviews on this from nurses and doctors. Also, there's a show called The Doctors or whatever that comes on TV, and they were actually talking about these, and it was actually a doctor on there talking about them and raving about them. So the way they get them, you can get them on Amazon, okay? I will have a link down below, and we're gonna go more in depth about this product too, and about my thoughts and my concerns on it, okay? This is gonna be a pretty long video, so just strap in, hold tight. So anyways, I seen them talking about it, so I go on Amazon, I read the reviews. Literally, there was not a lot of bad reviews or anything like that, so I decided to purchase them, okay? Just kind of scared, keeping like this little, you know, this little alert of like, I don't know, you know, because I'm very sensitive in that area. Like, I'm the type of person, call it TMI, whatever, I can't do anything there. Like no scented soaps. Like I have to use unscented soaps. I cannot be using the same towel. Some people use the same like towels when they shower or whatever. I can't do any of that. Okay, so I have to really do that. Like excessive amounts of sugar will throw off my pH. If I don't get enough rest, if I don't eat right, you know, if it gets too, you know, maybe, I don't know, TMI sweaty down there, I don't know, it's gonna throw me off, you know. And just like regular ladies, some women are prone to yeast infections, some women are prone to BV, you know. It's just so many things that, you know, could throw us off or that we could be prone to, you know. And sometimes you can have a partner, TMI, and you could be like allergic to their semen, and it could kind of throw you off, or you may not be cleaning good, or they may not be cleaning good before y'all, you know. So anywho, I looked it up. I purchased them off of Amazon, and these were, I can't remember, I put the price down below, but I thought that I purchased it in a package with the little applicators, but I didn't. I only purchased the pills, so I had to go back and purchase the applicators. So when you guys are placing your order, make sure you do both. Now, I read some reviews of people who insert these with their hands. I wouldn't suggest it unless like you really need to use it and you don't have any more applicators and you have like some gloves or something. But make sure you sterilize your hands and then put some gloves on and then maybe stick this inside of you. But I would really recommend you pick up these applicators. So this is what the applicators look like. Okay, so if you guys have ever had any type of monostat or whatever like that, or got prescribed anything, this is kind of what it looks like. It just pulls out. Actually, I'll just show you. It pulls out. Oopsie, sorry. It looks like this. And you just like pull it out. You put the peel right here, and then when you put it inside you, you just like, you just pop it up inside you. Okay, so that's how that is. Of course, this will not be getting used because now it's not sterile anymore. But yeah, that's what you do. I would recommend it. Like I said, I was on the fence about it at first, but I did start using them, and I can honestly say, I mean, I think that it's been pretty much working, because y'all, like I said, my stuff is always thrown off. Okay, so I've had a positive experience. Now, before I continue that, just because I have a positive experience and it works for me, that does not mean it's going to work for you. I just want you to take everything I say with a grain of salt, and I say that a lot, because just because I like it doesn't mean you're gonna like it. But I would say that it's worth a try. I would also say to consult with your doctor, okay? Because I've consulted with mine. Consult with your OBGYN, consult with your family doctor. You know, if you're having any questions or concerns, even before you even start taking any kind of medication or using anything, you want to consult with them to just make sure everything's okay and that it doesn't coincide with whatever else you're trying to do, okay? So anyways, now that I got that out the way, because I ain't trying to have nobody coming to me like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, yeah, I like them. I was a little nervous because with reading good stuff, sometimes you read bad stuff too, okay? So some of the stuff that I read, some of the things, if you Google like Boric acid, you're going to see horror things about it being roach killer and bug killer and other things like that. So that scared me. And also, you're going to see the fatalities on there of taking this medicine orally, okay? It can be very fatal if you take it orally. Also, I read on there that some women actually take actual boric acid, and they do it themselves. Like, they put it in little capsules and they put it inside themselves. I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend getting something like this where it's already capsuled up. Don't go messing with stuff like that, because if you take the actual that type of boric acid and that kills roaches, I'll say if you get to mess with it, that's just gonna be bad, okay? And it could be very fatal. But anyways, I was reading how it's used to kill roaches and it's used to do this and do that. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, if it's fatal if I take it orally and it's used to do this, then should I really be taking this? And it was also saying that if you have any like cuts or any kind of abrasions on the skin and the boric acid gets in it, it could be very dangerous and fatal and, you know, all this stuff. And I was scared because I'm like, if it's that fatal if taken orally, or if it gets into any kind of scratches or anything, like, you know, any kind of openings in your skin, you know, like, what would this do to my vagina or whatever? So I was nervous. So, but I did continue to use it, and like I said, I'm refreshed. Like, I'm refreshed. That's all I can say. Even when my pH balance have been thrown off, if you know what I mean, okay, I have done it. If you are if you are a woman who has reoccurring yeast infections reoccurring BV and just problems, maybe too much discharge, or maybe you have a smell, or maybe just trying to feel refreshed down there and really just clean yourself out, I would recommend doing this. You can do it every day if you want to, and especially if you're going through a yeast infection or any kind of BV or whatever, you can do it throughout that course. Now, you do have to, it's just like having any kind of medication, you are going to have to take it for like, I think like 7 days and just run this course. It's not like you use one and then all of a sudden it's a miracle product, okay? Also with this, what else was I saying? Oh, I did talk to my OBGYN about it, if you guys would like to know, just in case someone is worried and maybe you can't go to the hospital, whatever the case may be. I will tell you what she told me. Now, boric acid little suppositories I had to look on it, they are prescribed by doctors also, okay? So you can get them, sometimes your doctor can prescribe them, like your OBGYN or your family doctor. If you do have reoccurring, you know, pH, throwing off your pH or whatever, they could prescribe them too. Just so happens, thank God, they sell these on Amazon so you get them easily. So I talked to her, I was like, you know, I'm just really nervous, I have been using them, so what are your thoughts? And she was like, girl, those are awesome, those are great. I love my OBGYN. She's like, those are awesome, those are great, girl, that is the best thing since sliced bread and stuff like that. She was like, now look, still come to like your regular checkups, your annuals and things like that. You know, don't rule out the doctor completely with these or whatever, but it will kind of cut down you really kind of going, because you can kind of do it yourself now. And also make sure you don't have anything, you know, other than just something small like a yeast infection, stuff like that. Make sure, because you know, make sure you ain't got none of the, you know, STD, STIs. But anywho, you know. So she was just like, she was like, those are given to women who are like prone to you know, prone to yeast infection, things like that. Also, you can just take them for vaginal health. They're great. And I was like telling her about the concerns about it being like roach killer and, you know, fatal and stuff. She was like, girl, that's the actual boric acid. Like the pills, they're safe, they're fine. I think those are great. Like seriously, those are really great. So we had a whole spiel about it, and she was just saying how good they were, and it made me feel better. It gave me this sense of like, whoo, you know, because I was using them and they were working, but I was scared because I was just like, okay, you know, and you know, I was just, I don't know, just a little nervous, a little shaken up. But anyways, that is the spiel on that. So let's get into kind of like how this product is, how it will react, so you guys can already know. So when you actually take these, insert these suppositories, you are going to have discharge. Don't be alarmed and don't be scared. That is your vagina kind of cleaning itself out, okay? So you are going to have like some watery discharge. You're going to feel it, okay? So you want to make sure you wear either a pad or a penny liner, all right? These are recommended that you take them at night, like you insert them at night, and I would recommend that too, you know, just maybe insert it at night. If you absolutely can't insert it at night, then okay, there's no problem with you doing it in the daytime. But you know, I think everybody kind of likes it better, you know, do it at night, then you go to bed, wake up in the morning, blah blah blah. So you will feel it. It will get to like draining you out. You'll kind of even see it just a little bit, and it's just like, it's gonna be kind of liquidy, and it's just coming down. So that's one of the things that you're going to experience, and that's pretty much it. Just like the discharge, which I had already read about that at first or whatever. It's nothing like thick, white or anything. It's just like a watery type of discharge, and it's fine. All right. So I think I've kind of covered all bases. I know that some people will not agree with this video because they have the mindset that I had going into this. They had like, oh, you don't need to take anything, your vagina is a self-cleaning mechanism, da, 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 or whatever. Like, I feel the same, well, I feel / felt the same way, you know. But you have to kind of think about it too whenever you do maybe get some things like yeast infections and BV and all the other kind of things like that. You do take, when you go to the hospital, they could give you oral medication for things like that, or they can give you suppositories or other kind of creams. So that's the same way to kind of, you know, kind of fix your pH. I feel like this is kind of doing the same thing, you know. So like I said, I know everyone will not agree, that's fine, but for the people, this could really help a lot of people. Do your research though, please do your research. Just don't watch this video and watch other videos and kind of jump right into it and, you know, be very gullible and frugal, don't do that. Do your research on it. I don't think these are recommended if you are trying to get pregnant or anything. That I wouldn't use. I don't know. I haven't looked too much in that. I wouldn't use them if you're trying to get pregnant. If you are pregnant, I just wouldn't. It's just, you know, just the little disclaimers and stuff that comes with it. Don't even do it. You know, just go to the doctor if you're having some problems, if you know, you're trying to get pregnant or you're pregnant, okay? But like I said, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I would love to know you guys' opinions on this. Have you ever tried them? Would you try them? Do you have any questions for me? I try to be as open and as honest as I can. Okay, but if you do have any other questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to let me know. And yeah, I think I covered all bases. I think that's it. So I'll see y'all in my next one. Also, sorry, I know I keep adding things in. Let me know if you like these type of videos, and I'll try to keep them coming and pushing out and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah guys, I'll see y'all in my next one.